previously on Forgotten Gods, there was a party in Beniok, and we were all invited. The local townspeople summoned their personal gods. Mallory decided to summon his brother, and it worked. And then Felix told all of the gods that someone in Arcadia is controlling them, and they are all coming to murder the gods, to murder our gods, us, murder us. I'm trying to disassociate myself from it because I don't want to be murdered. Thank you.
So I went on a few dates with somebody years ago, and we got to that point when dating somebody that you start to really connect and truly start to reveal parts of yourself. And I remember after dinner one night, we went back to her house and we spent hours sitting on the floor just sharing each other's history and trauma and truly coming to connect with one another on a level that you very rarely get to connect with other people. And at the end of this night, eyes red and cheeks wet, she turned to me and she said, "Is there anything else that I need to know about you?" And I sort of offhand jokingly said, "Well, I'm really into Dungeons and Dragons." And she assumed that was a BDSM thing at first, but then I explained that it was a game. And she never called me back. And I know I normally start this off with like a bit and a joke, but this is just a true story. Oof. Welcome to the Adventuring Portal!
In the land of dice and fantasy, jump on board, we can guarantee there's a podcast that is so grand, where adventure is always at hand. So step through the portal and roll some dice. Step through the portal, the adventuring portal.
Welcome, one and all. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, whenever you're listening to Forgotten Gods, a Dungeons & Dragons actual play podcast. As per usual, I am Bradley Ward, your Dungeon Master, and joining me around the table today, in order from highest pitched voice to lowest pitched voice, is John Frino, Alex Perritt, Adam Armitt, and Lee Omodei. Oh, you really tried to make that deep.
You screwed her over. I know what I did. I know what I did.
I knew what
We are
I
trying
did.
to barbershop quartet, and then Adams just goes straight to the
I
base.
know, that's as low as I can go, so fuck all of you.
Perritt had the easiest job there, because John had to go high, Adam had to set up a bit for Lee.
Yeah.
I could have done anything.
Yeah.
And I did.
What if I started off low?
Yeah.
I would have been like, I'm super
I feel
sorry.
like Adam and I are pretty safe.
Every time this gag happens, it's
Yeah.
like from
Biggest to smallest in this area.
it's never gonna be us.
Wait, what? How low can you go?
I can Tibetan throat sing if you want.
Oh god, do it.
Are we about to climb it?
Everett?
No, sorry, that was a legitimate moment of silent awe from the room.
Go on, how low are you
Go on,
going?
Adam.
Ooh.
Not Tibetan enough.
Sorry. I'm sorry, I didn't do the eye.
Whoa. I think if I was standing up, I could probably go lower a bit.
Oh, that was solid. Vibrato.
Thanks.
When we last left off, we were in the town of Beniok, gathered around a bonfire, a beautiful evening of frivolity where Zawabashi, the teddy bear, was being chased by children. Sprig almost got off with a halfling swashbuckler by the name of Diego. Daara had been off her chops drinking and had gone dancing with the seer of Beniok, where she received a dark warning of violence to come.
Mm-hmm.
And Mallory was just absolutely not vibing with Lady Cyrena, one of the heroes of Beniok. Of course, and the true meaning of the true purpose of this festival was revealed. The gods emerged. Mallory was able to reconnect with Phoenix, and the party gained a little bit more information about what maybe is happening.
Did you say Phoenix?
Yeah, I heard Phoenix.
Did I say Phoenix?
I heard Phoenix.
Marcus Phoenix from Gears of War.
Yeah.
You reconnected
Yeah.
with.
That means Mallory's last name is also Phoenix. Marcus and Mallory Phoenix.
I hope that Felix is actually his last name this whole time. You're like, man, I love my brother Felix. It's like, the 1985 Mario Brothers, where it's like, what's your name? Mario. What's your last name? Mario. Your name's Mario. What's your name? Luigi. No, Luigi? No, Luigi Mario.
Yeah. Mallory Felix. Felix.
When we left off, the inky, black, formless creatures that have been chasing them from Arcadia to Archcliffe and now up into the northern wastes to Beniok were from all directions encroaching on the town and on our party. Lights all going out except for the large bonfire. And it seemed we were about to go into combat. Now, I'm still going to get everybody to roll for initiative, but we're going to do something slightly different for this episode. We are going to do a skill challenge.
Oh! 21.
21 for Daara. That's what you had on here last time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Mallory.
10.
10. You had 11 last time.
Cool.
Zawabashi.
Got 24.
You had 24 last time.
Oh.
And Sprig.
What did I have last time?
13.
I have 13 this time. I'm
Whoa!
not even kidding. I rolled a 10, I have a +3 to initiative. That's so crazy. And somehow I remember it being 13 last time, too.
That's insane.
We're pretty consistent.
Yeah.
Mallory, who's gone up in the world by 1.
Went down.
No, we're
Down.
down.
Oh, you went down.
by one.
That's very in character.
That's also very Mallory.
Hey, Brad. What's a skill challenge?
So, a skill check is any roll of the die in D&D. A skill challenge is essentially a gauntlet of skill rolls that we're going to do to try and resolve this encounter rather than a traditional combat fight. So, this is my party's chance to be a little bit creative, sort of manipulate the flow of the narrative a little bit more. We are going to do 3 rounds. In each round, you will get to put forward one thing that you want to try, you want to attempt, that you think will in some way repel the darkness, defeat combatants, strengthen your side's fight, save or protect other people. Yes, like a combat, you could cast a spell, or you could take a swing with a weapon, but this is a chance for you to perhaps do it in a more creative way rather than just, I want to stab the creature. You could think of something a little bit more creative you could do. Or you could pitch to me a particular skill you want to roll for and how you would use it. I will be setting a single DC for this entire skill challenge. So every time you roll, you want to clear that DC. And as a group, it'll be for a 12 chances. You want to clear at least 8 of them to succeed this encounter. Collectively, there are 12 opportunities between the party, 3 rounds. You want to succeed 8 times. The lights have all gone out except for this pyre behind you. The voices are coming from all directions, and you see that cracking of bones, constant, like bones being broken into smaller and smaller bits with every single move. And you see on elbows and knees first, these creatures begin to shudder into the line of light created by the bonfire. They are coming towards you about 20 feet away. Some townsfolk have run off into the darkness in panic, but the majority of them are huddled as close as they can get to the bonfire without burning themselves. Behind you, as the 4 of you, Lady Cyrena, Diego, and the High Priest Gascon all stand in a circle around this bonfire, a protective wall against the encroaching darkness. Zawabashi, you are up first.
Fuck. Oh boy. Are there any like animals / livestock nearby that
Fascinating.
like any cows and sheep and...
Highs or lows?
Oh, I'm gonna go lows.
They've let some livestock out who are also milling around. The party, you watched the town sheriff drunkenly riding a cow earlier this evening. So there are a couple bits of livestock roaming about this field.
Okay. Alright. I want to try to like bring maybe one of the cows over, and I'm gonna ask Lady Sirena if I can have one of her potions, like the little bottle thing that managed to scare the shit out of them before.
Okay.
I just want to start riding it.
What is the check you are proposing? And then you want to grab it. You want to do an animal handling for that. Let's do animal handling as your first check.
That is a 15.
A 15 succeeds. So you are able to... how does Zawabashi summon an animal towards him?
Oh, I'm basically just... and just...
Still a teddy bear. We need to
Yeah,
still a
I
teddy
just
bear.
start tearing up grass and tossing it in the air. Just to,
going...
yeah.
That'll do it.
How are the panicked villagers reacting to that? Like,
Quick, everyone! Get by the fire. Stay safe. The gods will protect us.
Oh, we're so dead. A large cow comes barreling out of the darkness, summoned forth by your chirping noise, and comes to a stop directly in front of you, watching all the grass falling around, for its eyes turn, locks with yours, and there's a moment of understanding between you and this cow. And Zawabashi, the teddy bear, is able to know this cow. Next is Daara.
Can I potentially, because it's a skill check, do like a nature check and see if I can change my earthquake spell into an area of damage spell?
I'm willing to let you make a spell attack roll, and you are infusing your... because this is your god magic.
Yeah.
You're infusing that into the earth to try and sap whatever energy or life exists within them.
Ooh, I only rolled an 8. Plus 5 is...
13.
Yeah.
A 13 does not succeed.
Fuck. Okay.
You hit the ground, digging your fingers into the earth. You feel the dirt under your fingernails, and you release your necrotic magic, the rot part of your domain, into the earth. You feel it rush through the earth, cracking and splintering beneath you. It creates this little wall of earth, of dead grass, and festering heap of compost in front of these shadow creatures. They crawl across it, and as they do, the sort of rot magic you've put into the earth seems to seep into them, and they grow in size a little bit.
Sorry, gang.
Seemingly powered by your necrotic magic.
Sprig.
Diggins.
Sprig slides across the grass right in front of Daara, and just to kind of stand between them. He previously cast, before the combat started, protection from good and evil on himself, so he's feeling a little bolstered by that. And then holding his bandor in front like a club, he's going to say a poem, but an intimidating poem.
Cool. Give me that poem. If I like it, I'll give you advantage on your intimidation check.
Be gone, spawn of Fortensis of Orissa. You smell like pus and look like a blister. Your god is a cuck, so get out, you fuck. Come any closer and I will banish ya.
Really going in on it, one or the other for this.
I hope it's someone else. I don't know which one it is.
And it's the first time I think you put the word cock into one of your poems.
Yes.
Yeah, give it with advantage. You made me laugh.
Oh, that's a natural 20. 29.
Yeah, that absolutely
Oh my
succeeds.
God.
And that 20, yeah, okay, that counts as 2 successes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Sprig sliding on your knees across the grass. As you do so is when Daara releases her rot magic, and the earth sort of splinters and erupts underneath you, sending you through the air, so you get airborne for a second, hit a chord on your what's it called?
Bandor.
Your bandor before landing on your feet, finishing the poem, and on the word cup, they all just turn. This small group just turn and start fleeing back into the darkness. Mallory.
Fantastic. Mallory's going to look for just a small stone. So they're like, okay, what's the easiest way for me to find one? They're going to also try and power slide on their knee, knowing they'll definitely hit a rock. So power slide on their knee. I've hit a rock. They can pick up, then like what they were having with their conversation previously with the Lady
Cyrena.
They're going to try and channel as much of their bad luck magic into that as possible.
Okay.
And then they're going to throw it over to a table that has all the booze on it.
What? Okay.
So they're hoping that if it'll hit the table in some way, and it's going to kind of final destination, fall apart, collapse, and then all the liquor will spill out, kind of just across the grass.
Great. Between you guys and the dark.
Yes.
And fascinating. I'm not sure what to make you roll.
I'll go Arcana.
Go Arcana?
Yeah.
Which is
That's 22.
That is absolutely a success. You throw you close your eyes and throw that rock. It hits the edge of the table. Nothing happens at first. Then the entire table shatters, splinters into 1,000 chips of wood. All the booze goes flying up through the air, creating this line of broken booze bottles between this shattered glass wall between yourself and the encroaching shadows.
Yeah. I look over and I give a thumbs up to Lady. What's her name?
Cyrilla.
Cyrilla.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, keeping with your bad luck, she looked away just before you threw the rock, and has looked back just after it's all happened, and she's like, "Fight! What are you doing? Fight! Get your weapon out!" Back around to the top of initiative, Zawabashi.
First, my heart breaks in seeing so much alcohol go to waste.
You did witness all this happen.
That fucking sucks. I ask.
It won't go to waste.
Are they coming through a portal of some kind, or are they just?
Not that you can see at the moment. They are, because it is just intense light from behind you, pure darkness in front of you. They're out in the middle of nowhere, middle of the night darkness. So you just see them. They're just emerging from the darkness at the moment.
Okay.
It's possible there's a portal somewhere. You guys know. I mean, you know where they're coming from, the plateau, but you can't see that.
Okay. I am going to ask Lady Cyrena if I can have one of her little bottle things of the
vials.
Yep.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna get on our new best friend and Bessie and start riding in. And I want to do a cool flip to end up in the middle of all of these things, or close to the back behind them.
Okay.
Cool flip.
Okay.
You're doing the flip, or Bessie's doing it?
I'm doing it.
I was like, I got the cow. The cow and I are going to do a flip.
Lady Cyrena, no argument. She hands you one of the. You ask for the vials. She reaches in, through her robes with both hands, pulls out 2, throws one to you, and prepares the other one for her own attack. You have it, absolutely. You're going to now make the charge on Bessie. So this is going to be some sort of acrobatics roll, I think, to do the flip to end up where you want to end up.
Okay.
Are you happy with that?
Yep.
Yeah, let's go for it.
16.
That is a success.
Hey.
You gently, you're trying to kick hard this little of your soft teddy bear foot, but into the side of Betsy. But she gets the idea, charges ahead. You climb up onto your feet, and just as her snout is touching the darkness, that line where the light of the bonfire ends, you throw yourself into the air. You don't know exactly where the center of them is, but you soar through the air into darkness and land, and can feel the rush of shadows around you and hear the sounds of unending muttering voices and snapping bones around you. You look back and you cannot see the light from where you've just come from. You are so surrounded by this darkness. But you are there, exactly where you want to be. Daara.
I would like to channel my own divine energy and like create like a light, like divine light to try and brighten the area. I know it's not a spell that I have, but if I can use like a religion check or an arcana check or something like that to do it.
I'm happy to make this a religion check to see if you can reach out to Astara to pull some radiant light. You have this never-ending conflict inside yourself between Astara and Kiorva of life and death. You've spoken to Kiorva on multiple occasions, and when you close your eyes, it's so easy to picture Kiorva in your mind's eye. You try to switch. You try to picture the face of that smiling woman you saw across the courtyard, looking at you and waving. You try to pull her into your mind, and I need you to make that religion check for me.
16?
Is a success.
Hey.
You close your eyes, you see that smiling face of a star, and you for a moment just feel an arm wrap through yours, like an arm length through yours. The sound of grass crunching next to you as somebody comes to stand in this here quietly. So proud of you. This explosion of radiant light. You've sent it off in the opposite direction to where Zawabashi has just gone soaring into the darkness.
Yeah.
He's thrown himself in one direction. You create this blast of light in another direction, and you see several of them exposed in light. Their shapes coming into harsh, stark relief, and then they are torn apart by this light as you wipe a whole bunch off the field. Sprig. Diggins, specifically.
So,
It's like Canterbury, it's just a common name.
It's a common.
We all are a little bit Sprig.
Sprig, 4 villagers turn around. What?
Sprig, having threatened and intimidated a bunch of them to leave, looks to the group that haven't left yet, and just goes, "Did you not hear the poem? You should go."
And that's his persuasion.
It's his persuasion.
You should leave. Yeah, go.
Yeah,
Go
right.
on.
Yeah, alright, give me
Go away.
that persuasion.
30.
30.
Technically,
Do I win?
more than the nat 20 that you got before.
Bingo! Yup, see?
Yeah, I mean,
What do you mean 30?
I don't
I
even
have
know
a-
what to do with the 30.
I have a plus 12 to performance, and I rolled an 18.
Ah!
I mean, someone rolls a 20.
Sorry, persuasion.
If someone rolls a 20, they succeed without any consequences. 25, they succeed and something good they weren't expecting. A 30, you can't. I don't know.
Run away.
They run away.
They leave. I light a cigarette.
And Diego starts giving you a handy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you turn, look them. Not, I mean, they don't have eyes; they're featureless. But you look dead in where their eyes would be.
Very nonchalant.
Very nonchalant. Throw it out.
Go on, yeah.
They stop running. The featureless shape that is their head looks down towards the featureless shape that is their feet. They sort of bashfully kick at the grass a little bit before all turning and just walking away. You see a couple of them put their arms around each other and they wander off back into the darkness. Mallory.
30, insane. There's all this liquor on the ground now.
Yes, there is.
It'd be crazy if someone threw fire at it. So I'm going to do that.
Yeah, is it a little spell attack, a little fireball?
Yeah.
You're doing?
Yeah, fireball. 17 to hit.
That absolutely will hit. That counts as a success. You, little fireball, soars across the clearing, and you have on one side this huge sun has just erupted with light. Those that have... We've sort of got like 4 north, south, east, and west going at the moment. So to the north, we have this sun that's happened. To the east, we have a bunch of them have just been roasted and turned around and marched away. And now to the west, we have this wall of fire erupt like fireworks one at a time as each of the models catches the light. And you scorch. They are almost flammable, like an oil slick, and they erupt as a whole wave of them just crashes unexpectedly into this wall of fire.
Did you see that one? Did anyone saw that one?
Sorry, I was facing these guys. What did you do? Oh, fire!
That was me! Intentionally? Yeah! Oh, good! Kind of intentionally.
Fantastic. Last go around. Now, Zawabashi.
How many more left do we have? Do we?
You're surrounded by them.
Oh, no,
You're in
no.
the most stage currently.
No, I mean, like, as like
How many
successful
successes?
rolls.
How many
Oh.
successes?
Yeah, I think we
I'm
have
pretty sure
think
we've
we've hit
hit them
six.
all, but we have one more. We could succeed
Did you say
extra.
6 or 8 together?
That was 8.
It was 8. It was 8 to get it. Because of a nat 20,
I think it was
2.
you're on 8 now. I think I originally made it says 16, but then I said yes to a 15.
Yeah.
I would like one more in this last round, but
Would you? Here's my predicament. Because I can either immediately just start like, I can throw this, or if you don't count me throwing it as an action, to toss it at them and then use them being fucking hurt and blinded by this to stealthily roll into the darkness and back on out.
cool. Then let's get some sort of, I think maybe stealth to get your way back out of this group without them grabbing you in the seconds before they're destroyed. So I'm going to say you throwing it at the ground, that's easy. You're not going to miss the ground. Let's get this stealth. Look!
I hit the sky and sit down.
Yeah, as you pull back. Oh no. That'll be down in a bit.
Eagle flying overhead.
That's a 12.
A 12 will not do it.
Fuck.
That is a failure. You still set off the radiant bomb. It goes off, but you get caught up in.
It's like a big flashbang and you've forgotten to close your eyes.
Right.
I've got it! Ah! Good morning! Oh shit!
Good morning, me!
You are blinded to the 2 buttons on your teddy bear face go disconnect, go flying off into the air.
Permanently blinded.
And,
As a teddy bear.
and you are now blinded amongst the darkness, having to find your way back to safety.
Great.
Panics, it's a swing this stick everywhere.
That's it.
But what you see is the perspective of wherever those 2 buttons are. You can see out of them, wherever they are.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. You know the eyes are dictated, but you just are staring. All you can see is a flurry of shadows flying away.
Can we flip a coin to see if they did face up or face down?
That's what I was
Sorry,
thinking.
you're absolutely correct.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've gotten too excited.
Yeah.
I would assume.
At the grass.
Get a cowie one.
Yeah, I think it's. We should roll. John, you can roll this.
Okay.
Roll a d20. 1 to 10, they're facing down. 11 to 20, they're facing up.
That's a 3.
3. 9, 3. They're both facing down on a 3. There's. It's.
Oh no.
2 buttons landing in the grass, facing downwards. You're wandering blind. You do, after a little worm pokes out and starts poking at one of your eyes. So you make a little worm friend, but that's. Daara.
That's cool.
I would like to do like a strength check to see if I can use that radiant light to like push them back.
Oh, you want to move this
Like,
light you've created?
Yeah, like move the creatures back.
Great, do a strength check for me.
It's a fail.
It's fail.
I rolled a 4 and I have a +2.
Okay. You are unable to move it. It is just It grows to a certain point, fills this huge swath of space, but you're unable to move it. But you are still repelling them.
I really talked a big game when I'm like, let's hit 12.
No, Perritt's about to get 45. I'm gonna make this harder on myself though. I did things that I'm proficient with. I'm not gonna do something that I'm proficient with.
Spriggery.
I wanted to do
Spriggery. The amount of alterations on this guy's name, I love it.
But then when it came to like things to do, I was like, actually, that makes more sense.
Yeah. Sprig's going to do something he's not proficient with, but he does have a spell cast on him at the moment, which is protections against good and evil.
Yes.
I'm looking around to see if any of these entities have gotten through and may be about to attack anyone that I can kind of interject.
Oh, you guys have done a great job at pushing them back. A couple have slipped through.
So I pinpoint one of them and see one of them maybe going for a civilian. I'm going to, because I have an extra 10 feet of movement from my bardic ability I gave myself, which was the Tale of the Traveler.
Yeah.
So I've got 45 feet of movement. So I'm going to just like sprint over between the attacker and I'm going to take the attack. So I'm not sure if that's a save of some kind, maybe like a
I think
save.
Constitution probably.
Can I
Do this with advantage.
because I've given them disadvantage on attacks against me?
Oh, because of
Protection against good and evil.
Make the con save with advantage. Okay. I'll allow that.
So 20 is a 19.
I'll roll, see if I can get a 20, but...
I rolled a 4 that time. So that's 22.
That is a success.
Cool.
So you're able to throw yourself between one of these shadow creatures and a mum clutching her two children. You're able to get in there. As it swipes down, you're able to grab a hold of its limb and snap it. And it sort of breaks apart from that spot where you've snapped and fades away, disintegrates into nothingness.
Cool.
Mallory.
I wanna some of them have like exploded with flames, like they were rushing towards us and it like exploded through this wall. Can I grab a like dying or dead one? And I want to investigate it. I want to like just fucking get in there, like just
Dagger in, start ripping into it, just being like, how does this work? Show me how you work!
Fucking hell.
The torchlight illuminating your face.
Yeah,
Like,
horrifying. Horrifying. Do an investigation check for me.
A rabbit with myxomatosis just going ham.
Lord. Do it. It's 6 plus 7, 13.
13 does not do it. You succeed in pinning it and tearing it apart with your dagger. You do not succeed in learning anything about it. The physical has been achieved. The mental is sorely missing.
Yeah.
just pulling like it's intense. Is this magic? I don't know anything about anatomy. I know magic.
It doesn't even have intestines, these creatures, but there's something about your magic funneling into the rage that you're pulling out intestines and then a heart, and like you're throwing them, they're disappearing behind you. You pull out a rabbit, disappears. A series of entities all tied together. You're going for a good 2 minutes. Yes. One of the handkerchiefs says either Verissa or Forcentus on it.
I'm like, wait, this is it. And I just get smacked in the face by like a shit ton of cards shooting up. Boxing glove on a boxing glove. You pull out one of those little chatterboxes and you have to go after M-A-L-L.
I thought we've established that your magic is just clown. That's how it identifies, because you're from a carnival, right? So it's all like clownish.
That closes off the skill challenge with, I think, 4 failures and 9 successes. Just scooting by. You guys have completed the skill challenge, and as you explode this vial of radiant magic and you summon radiant magic from your god and you protect this mother and you just tear this creature to shreds with a dagger, and a ferocious will to save your brother. High Priest Gaston is able to summon his holy magic to flood the area. It's given him enough time to cast a higher level spell to flood this space with holy light and push back all the shadow creatures beyond the borders of Beniok and this festival back towards where they emerged.
Would have been a fun idea to channel our god power into him to let him do like a higher channel divinity, turn undead or something.
That would have been fun. Anyway, let's do that. Yeah. Anyway,
We did that.
We did that.
Yeah, that's what you were doing.
That's what we spent.
I was doing that, my tail was shaking and like dust was flowing towards him.
There is silence over the town for a moment. And then tears and cheers and sighs of relief as people get up and find their family. You hear the musicians start to play a little bit, just in that uncertainty after something horrific of, I don't know what else to do, so I'm going to do this one thing I'm certain about.
Like the Titanic.
Play, yeah, and I'm just going to play music. Obviously, most of the town starts to head off towards home, but not everybody. Some slump in chairs around the long dining tables, listen to the music, catch a breath, drink. The party is over, but the town has not yet gone to sleep. And the High Priest Gaston finds the four of you.
No, it doesn't. I'm fucking lost over here.
I just called out. I need help. Zawabashi, we're over here.
I can't see.
Yeah, I'm waving to you.
No, I can't. I lost my eyes.
Okay, hey, hold still.
Okay, and I grab your arm and I lead you back towards the fire.
No, you gotta find my button eyes.
What?
Oh, this is
No, well, I think
terrible.
Priest, can you have another go at trying to turn Zawabashi back?
Wait, no, don't do that without my eyes. That's not gonna be good.
No. I think Zawabashi has a point. If he turns it back, he won't come back with eyes.
I'm gonna start
looking for his eyes.
Let's go perception checks for a
Investigation.
perception or investigation. See if you can find those eyes.
19.
I'll do perception.
17.
17.
Oh, that was a bad roll that I just did there. It was 9. I
Congratulations.
saved all my good ones for earlier. And
It's for Grim, he doesn't want to find the eyes.
It's my investigation.
He finds it so amusing.
So
it's
12.
gotten a bit sad now.
Yeah, but you should have disadvantage because you're blind.
Fucking.
But they're his.
On a 19, you're able to find the buttons.
I put them on the wrong side.
So everything.
And upside down.
No, it's wrong. It's wrong. It's all wrong.
Can I fix them?
Do you have a needle and thread?
Probably in my backpack.
Maybe if you just hold him in place and then when he changes your back. Then we're just going to push him back
fall
in.
out of your head.
Does anyone of the villagers know how to sew?
Yeah, there's definitely tailors in this town. High Priest Gaston directs Zawabashi to a chair and says, alright, I'm going to go send someone. Diego, if you go find someone who could sew this up. Thanks, mate. Alright, that was fun, wasn't it? You guys know anything about that?
What do you mean?
All the shadow creatures that have been attacking my town.
Yeah,
I'm assuming it's not a coincidence that that's the closest they've ever got. They've never actually... We hear them at night, but they've never actually tried to attack us.
Oh, they want to actively kill us, I think. Yeah.
Right.
So the quicker we get an artifact and get back to Arcadia.
Great. Yeah, only problem with that is I'm fairly certain that where you want me to take you is where they're coming from.
No, they're coming from underneath the ground nearby the plateau.
The temple's in the plateau, I think.
It was in the plateau.
Yeah. The temple's not in the city.
Yeah, the entrance to the temple is on the plateau.
Yeah. I mean, that definitely takes us away from the town, and that means that they're less likely to threaten you.
That's true. I'm just worried about... I think what we've been getting has been a little bit of darkness seeping out. And I'm worried what happens now that you guys are here if I open the floodgates.
well, we will be the ones to deal with that.
Well, I mean, if it was already here, I don't think it was going to be something that's going to be stopped until
it's stopped properly.
Yeah.
Alright.
You think one of the major gods of Arcadia is trying to eliminate all the other gods to siphon off their power?
If the artifacts are what is leaking these things out of there, then maybe it's in our best interest to take them all out and take them back with us to Arcadia when we travel. If that's what's threatening you, then maybe it's in everyone's best interest that we take them away.
Or if it's coming out of a specific one, we also have these, and I hold up our little teleporter thing. We could just take it straight. I mean, we take it right into the middle of Arctic, which probably isn't the best idea.
Do you know much about these artifacts?
No.
You're going to get?
No. We need one. We need one so it can give us pinpoint accuracy with a teleportation spell to take us back into the heart of Arcadia, or at least into somewhere specific in Arcadia, because at the moment we can get back, but right in the thick of it. But with an artifact, we can direct where we're being sent back. That's why we need it. Just needs something from Arcadia.
Before, like a couple of days ago, we knew very little about anything that any of the gods had on the mortal realm. Their impact, their time here, why they left.
The 8 major gods of our well, the 6. No, well, a lot of them suck.
Yeah, I could probably believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm trying to roleplay with my shirt too. Like occasionally, just want to make sure I'm not bumping into.
I think you got them sewn back on.
Do I have them sewn back on now?
As this conversation is happening, Diego comes back with very elderly half-elf. With some very... you need me to fix up your eyes for you.
If that's to me, yes.
Yeah. I need glasses. I need new glasses now.
Alright, lay down on the table. Lay down.
So, am I sat on the table at the moment, or
You're sitting on this stool at the table.
I try to
I'll give you
feel
a
out
help.
where
Yeah,
the
yeah.
table
I'll pick
is.
him up and put him on the table.
And as the conversation's happening, there is a very elderly half-elf just slowly stitching.
Does it hurt? Zawabashi? Does this hurt?
He's made of
Seeing as
fluff.
I
don't think
because
so.
if that begs the question: did my eyes hurt coming off as well? Then
No.
Maybe you can't feel pain. Maybe this is a good thing. You can't feel pain.
I think we should get you back to your regular form.
You're just so
I miss my
adorable.
tail.
You got a little.
We
little-
could stitch a new tail
tail.
on for you.
You got this little puffy
Surely
tail.
that
Or
would work.
can we stitch stuff to you and like make you bigger and like more arms?
I don't know because it wasn't part of him. If we're adding things, he may not have control over them.
Mm.
I don't know how this works.
I don't know.
We could stitch like a big cannon.
I mean, we just give Zawabashi a cannon. That's...
I grew up this pencil.
It's cool if it's stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
As the conversation continues, just at a separate part of the table, I need you all to know the Toy Story 2 montage where the old man's fixing up Woody is just occurring off to the side with Zawabashi. Whilst
Little spectacle.
the little spectacle, the magnifying spectacles.
Rush up.
Zawabashi, when did you get Andy painted on your foot?
This end.
Oh, he has a Bizzelli on his back.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's going to paint over that. That's right.
Alright, okay. In the beginning, everything was created by, like, the 4 creator gods. Okay? The ones above the 8 major gods. Alright?
Yeah.
Then they created the 8 major gods, and they were left here to sort of form things a bit. And they did that with great artifacts, weapons or symbols of their position. Right? Okay. Then society rose up, you know, mortals rose up, and they lived amongst us for a while, and then eventually they decided to go to Arcadia. And that's when all you guys came along, all the minor gods. When they decided to go to Arcadia, Well, like, hey, what's written in the scripture is that they left behind those symbols of their power and left some of their power behind in.
Oh, I think it's very important that we use these then. If we're going to try and take down some evil, like, gods, having their power specifically.
That good, because, like, I mean, yeah, going back, sure, that's a great, but we also, like, having a way back is, like, that's obviously the first step, or else what's the point?
But if we're armed with Forcentus's power...
Currently, if we go back like we are, we'll just die or be enslaved.
Yeah. I think it's really important that we take those artifacts then.
Just... I'm assuming that's... Whoever's doing this is going to want that as well. That little bit of their power. I very much doubt they're going to let you get it. And I know that when we shut up... I know that when it was left behind, they did it as what, according to the scripture, a sign of goodwill. Okay? Left a little bit of their power behind, so they had to rely on mortals. They couldn't just come down and wreck shop and destroy everything and start again. Left that little bit of their power behind. Okay? So whoever, I mean, if it's true that when your god's turn, they're going to want those artifacts. They're going to want that power back. That's also the sort of power that you guys are potentially clutching on to. From where you are, I don't know if it'll make you that level of power, but it puts you up there with them. That's
yeah. I think if these shadow monsters are seeping out of there, I feel like they might be close to getting them then. So I think that it's of immediate... Like, I mean, we probably still need to sleep though, don't we?
We need to rest. Do you know the artifacts that are in there? Like, is there a list of like what they are? Or anything like that?
I never saw them because they left safeguards behind. They're like, right, okay, we're gonna leave them here, but we don't want mortals just wandering in and grabbing them. So there are things protecting them. So I've never seen them. It's meant to be one for each of the 8. That's what that was the idea. But I know you guys have come in telling me stuff about apparently Astara and Kjorva.
They never left.
Then, yeah, apparently they never left. So, I don't know if they're still holding on to theirs or if they've got theirs in there. It's meant to be one for each of them.
4 of us. That's 2 each.
If they're all there.
If they're all there.
Do you have a layout then of the space? Like a map?
The Great Temple doesn't really work like that. There's a welcome desk.
That's handy.
And once you're there, you can make a request for where you want to go in the temple or the university. The doors and walls and hallways will shift to take you where you want to go. That's the magic of that place.
That's bullshit.
They all sort of pitched in.
Yeah,
with.
I guess so.
Yeah, I'm excited. This sounds really interesting. Sounds like a cool place.
Like you said, it was a university. Like, I do really want to. If there's like a library, I really want to get in there.
There's a library, and look, it was an interesting place. I mean, God, I remember when I was young. It's good for when you wanted to sneak off into someone else's dorm in the middle of the night. Like, yeah, you had to go to the welcome desk and be open with them that you're going off to have some fun with one of the other students. But then it was immediately there. It was,
yeah, great.
What if that person was trying to avoid someone? Would it still work?
oh God, I thought of that.
I guess no one was trying to avoid you. That's
And it's a university.
Well, I guess I was never trying to avoid anybody, so
Yeah.
I like people could find me, but I never really had that. It really makes you think of your privilege, doesn't it?
yeah. So head up in the morning.
Yeah, look, you guys look pretty.
I mean, honestly,
Pretty
I mean,
rugged.
they seem more, I guess, adventurous, bold at night. So maybe going early in the morning.
Yeah.
But the sunrise would be the best bet.
Is there anything else you need to know?
Where's Diego gone?
Diego had
He was right there. He brought the
he brought the
Just
trailer
there.
over. He's just sitting at a table, just a couple tables away with Lady Serena and a couple other people having a drink. Yeah, like he's not gone to bed.
Is that elf still there with Lady Serena?
Yes. He's currently sitting on her.
No, I'm good. I'll see you in the morning, Father, and I head over to Diego.
Alright, the rest of you, your eyes get turned back on Zawabashi and you're able to see again. The old man gives you a little pat on the head. You're a good daddy bear.
I'm actually a Hadoji.
One day, if you dream, and you'll be good, and you pray, you'll be a...
You're a real boy.
I appreciate you. Thank you. You're too kind.
Is this man Geppetto?
Geppetto.
We got Geppetto. Gascon. Don't come for us, Disney. We're being careful.
Or Pixar.
He shuffles off. He shuffles off. The High Priest Gascon, you're staying in his quarters tonight. He has...
Well, Sprig's not.
There's a couple of things I want to do before going to sleep, though.
Yeah. He has...
Yeah, we know.
You guys, we had a bit of a time jump the previous episode. You know where the quarters are. He doesn't have to show them to you. So this is now a chance for anybody who has any nighttime business to attend to.
Yeah.
To speak up. Otherwise, I will assume your character is going to bed.
I'm going to rest.
As a thank you, I just want to see what sort of drink I might summon to give Geppetto as a thank you.
Something dangerous. Probably.
Absolutely.
I want to see if there's any nice drink to give him. This for you. So
Right.
that's 10.
That's 1.
1 is pretty fun. And I just hand it to Geppetto and I just say, if you feel a rumbling, make sure your mouth's pointing away from the tumblings.
Geppetto takes the drink, smiles, reaches out, gives you a kiss on both cheeks. You're like a son to me. I hope you know this. I don't even know your name.
I
Don't tell me.
What? Why don't you want to know his name?
Because then the moment ends.
No, it doesn't.
This is
What
not
do you-
real anymore.
What do you mean it doesn't? What do you mean it ends? You continue talking.
I know he is not my son. But I want to believe for just a moment. And if he tells me his name, I'll be like, that is a name I would never give to my son.
What name would you? No, look into your heart. What name would you call your son?
Zawabashi.
Oh! So close. It's so close. You could go by that.
So we'll just let the dream on. We'll let the dreamers dream on.
Good night, son.
Good night, Papa.
One day you'll be a real monkey.
He drinks his drink. He nods, turns around, and lets go. Starts walking into town. You see this belch of flame as he drinks his flaming dragon beer.
Oh my god.
Each sip just... You see he lives on the far other side of town, so you see these little pyres of flames erupting. So Daara's gone to bed. Anything else, Zawabashi?
No, it's basically, I think, I just have a few drinks and then head off to bed.
Mallory?
Mallory's gonna stay up for about an hour or so, just trying to
Piece all the information.
they've got together and trying to get it to make sense. Because they're like, there's bits missing, and they're just trying to piece it
So you're
together.
red
And it's
stringing.
like, is there something they've missed, forgotten, and that's why it's not clicking?
Have you roped anybody into this, or are you just commandeering a table and writing names? And yeah, fantastic. Whilst you're doing that,
I have it start chatting with Diego a little bit, but I say, before we head in, I just need to make a couple of phone calls.
Phone calls.
What? I just need to call some people. Do you mind? I'm just gonna call some people and I'll meet you back wherever you're staying.
I have a little bungalow. Lady Serena.
Oh, you share a bungalow? But she's going off with this guy, so.
The house is on night tonight.
Yeah, great. Right, I'll meet you at the bungalow. Just need to make
Why
a
don't
few
you just
calls.
invite both of them?
They're right there too. You're not interested in that, are you? He says to Lady Serena.
No, sorry. I'm very much intend on having sex with this.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't believe in force.
Yeah, doesn't believe in it.
I don't believe in anything. I don't believe in love.
Yeah, just gonna make a couple of calls and then I'll meet you at the bungalow.
I do not understand what you're saying.
It's okay. I'll meet you at the bungalow in a bit.
The words look good coming from your mouth.
Call.
My God.
So I just take myself to a corner somewhere and I'm going to cast Sending.
Okay, fantastic.
So first up, I'm going to communicate with Preston.
Yep.
I say, "Hi, Preston. It's Sprig." I have 25 letters.
Yeah. Don't freak out. I'm magically talking to you. You have inherited.
You got 5 words?
10. 10 to go. All of Boland's money and items. Go get them, please. That's it. That's all. That's all I have.
You're a winner. Yeah. It's so scary now. You might have already won. Yeah. Well, the rest is just. Oh, that's fair. Get out of my head. That's fair. It's real.
And then he has 25 words to respond, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So you send that to Father Adler. There is a pause of a couple minutes, and then the sending comes back to you. 25 words. Yes, I know what a sending spell is. Bozzelli tried to explain. Wasn't clear. Boland's bodyguard has moved in saying he works for me now.
Chad?
Great.
So, thank you for clearing up what Bozzelli was unable to explain, probably face to face.
Yeah.
Jewish
There's no one told him what happened.
And yeah, Ched now works for
That's great.
Father.
I really want to know how Bozzelli tried to explain it. Like, to
I was
make
going to
it
use
so
my
bad.
second use of this spell to talk to Jeffin, but I just read another component of it, so I'm going to try something different. I'll talk to Jeffin another time.
Okay.
I'm going to cast it again, but this time I'm going to try and contact Mrs. Fleming. Because it says I can talk to people on other planes of existence.
I had to stop for a minute, and I was like, "Who's Mrs. Fleming again?" And then all that came up was, "Mrs. Fleming, stay in your lane."
Yeah.
Your lane.
I'm absolutely going to need to know what your message is to Mrs. Fleming. Can confirm anything.
Alright, let's do it.
Was there...
There's a 5% chance that it doesn't arrive.
Oh, right, okay. So roll a d20 if it's a nat 1.
Sure.
This message finds you alive, and that you're keeping in your lane.
A 10.
10, that's fine. But especially if I do live, I don't care about well.
Yeah.
Don't know that many words.
Hope you're up.
Mrs. Fleming. This is Sprig, your god.
Oh my god.
I understand that you will soon be coming to attack me. Don't.
If you know what's good for you.
Actually,
Mrs.
I didn't get
Fleming.
the U out. That was 26, so if you know what's good for. Yeah.
You know what's good for.
Yeah.
You get a response from Mrs. Fleming. She is alive. There are powers at play far beyond you. Arcadia was the beginning. Nerium will fall. Worship or suffer. Worship or suffer. Worship or suffer. Worship.
Ooh. So they're already taken over. Felix was himself just a moment ago. I wonder if that's changed now.
It's probably because we pulled him out of it. Like,
Alright, off to Diego.
off to fuck. So we long rest.
Yes, we won't play out the next scene, but obviously,
Damn it.
we'll fade down on Sprig climbing the ladder into the hatch at the bottom of this bungalow, into a large open plan living room that has the entire bottom floor, candles on every surface, and a halfling in the satin robe with a glass of brandy. I've been waiting for you.
Well,
I don't know if you know, but I'm not just a halfling. I have changeling in me as well. He wipes off his pencil mustache and like a bushy handlebar mustache grows. So tonight, I can be whoever you want me to be, darling.
Can you be me?
And we got lights down on that. And we got a lights and session down on that.
Oh no. Thanks for listening to Forgotten Gods. Subscribe to our Patreon for more behind-the-scenes content, and follow Adventuring Portal on Facebook and Instagram to keep up to date with everything. For more on what we're doing outside of podcasting and in the world of theatre and comedy, check out Rising Arts Productions on Facebook and Instagram.
Hello! Just giving a big shout out to all of our Patreon members, being Alex Cuff, Samantha Sweeting, and Emily Hess, from the big love and spirit of Kevin Langley. Wherever the road may take you, I hope you get there.
This has been a Rising Arts production.